All right, pizza does not get any fresher than this. Look at that, fresh out of the wood-fired oven. We're here in Pine, Arizona. It's about 90 minutes to 2 hours north of the valley, but it is worlds away. This tiny mountain town of Pine, a population of about 2,500, and one of the most famous things here is the Old County Inn, famous for its pizza. Tell us about your pies.
Yeah, so, the whole story of this place kind of started 8 years ago. Michael, the owner, being a corporate chef for Shamrock and Cisco, thought, I'll move up to Pine, make 30, 40 pizzas a day and kind of retire, but Old County's turned into much more than that. So basically from day one, we've been cranking 100, 200, 300 pizzas a day, and it's just been a complete animal. And I think a lot of the success is based on fresh ingredients. And we make our dough every single day. We grind our sausage. We make our bacon from pork belly. We make our pickles from scratch. We process our own vegetables. Pretty much anything that can be made is made here.
So fresh. The owner was attempting to retire, and it completely failed.
Slow down in life. Quit his corporate job, kind of slow down, but Old County's just turned into a complete animal.
Tell me about the music, because there's quite a scene here. I mean, this is a small place, but it gets very crowded.
Yeah, so we do music every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. We do it all summer and all winter long. We get a lot of local talent here from Pine and Strawberry. We also source talent from Prescott, Phoenix, Scottsdale, pretty much all around Arizona, and we bring awesome music to this town.
You mentioned local ingredients.
Sure.
I know there's a famous, if you visit, you're going to visit the lavender farm. That's one of the fun things to do. And you feature some of the fresh lavender that's grown. Is this your lavender lemon drop?
So this is the lavender lemon drop. So we get our lavender from Pine Creek Lavender Farm. We make our own lavender sugar. We make our own lavender simple syrup, and we use an Empress gin, which is kind of purple and more lavender forward, and we create this beautiful cocktail, and it's one of our more popular.
It's just beautiful. Lavender forward, you say?
Yes.
Tell me about the that Bloody Mary. Looks more like an entire meal.
Yep. So our Bloody Mary, we use the same sauce as we use our pizza sauce. So it's organic DiNapoli tomatoes. And then we add Worcestershire and a bunch of other ingredients to make our own Bloody Mary mix. We top it with our homemade bacon, homemade pickles, and fried serranos. So it's like a meal in itself.
We're about 2 miles from the adorable town of Strawberry, but this drink is a raspberry push pop. I think it's missing one last ingredient.
So raspberry sorbet, we get it from Villa Dolce in Phoenix. And then we add Prosecco to it. It's a perfect summertime cocktail. So if you're coming up here to cool down and it's a little hot, this is a perfect cocktail for you.
Your weather is a little bit more mild,
Sure.
right? You escape the heat of Phoenix for the mountain air here.
It's typically 20 degrees cooler, but you still have, in July, you're still going to be running mid-90s, 90 degrees. So it is a little bit warm, but it's a lot cooler than the valley.
For the purposes of journalistic integrity, I feel like I need
you gotta try it.
To try this. Also, it's not just cocktails. You have craft beer. You have a tap room.
Yep.
Do you think you'd be willing to show it to me?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, wait, I gotta try this first. Okay.
It gets better as it sits because the gelato melts.
Melts into it, and it starts out pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, listen, I hate to leave you here, cute, adorable little cocktail, but we gotta see the tap room.
Gotta go to the tap room.
Now this is the coziest little tap room. This is for grown-ups, okay? The kids can be out on the patio having a pizza. Does this little room have a backstory? It's so cute.
Yep, so this is our tap room at Old County Inn. So when we opened about 8 years ago, about 6 months in, this was storage. And then it got Michael, the owner, thinking. He's like, you know what, this would be a cool bar. So we spent about 6 months remodeling, and about a year after the main building opened, the tap room opened. A little backstory on this building was this has been here for about 30 years, and this was the old city Chamber of Commerce. So this is a government building for Pine 30 plus years ago, and now it is one of the more popular bars in town.
That is a great backstory. So it was a government building, and then it was a storage room.
Yep.
Now it's a tap room. Yep. You've got, what, 9 beers and 6 wines on tap?
Yep, so the difference between this bar and downstairs is this is more of a whiskey bar. So we don't have vodka, we don't have rum, we don't have some of those craft cocktails like we do downstairs. So we have a big assortment of Scotch, bourbon, whiskey. We have 9 beers on tap, all different than downstairs, so you can get a different variety. And then we have 6 different wines on tap. So we actually buy kegged wine. And so it's all different drinks, different food. So you can come up here and order pizza and appetizers, but you'll get a different drink.
And you can get your driver's license. No, it's not a government building anymore.
Yeah.
That was before. What's your most popular?
So we get a lot of bourbon drinkers in here, so whiskey on the rocks. Would you like me to make you one?
Sure.
Let's do it.
I didn't know that was going to happen. I swear I didn't know that was going to happen. I do like, and by the way, you'll be impressed that I do like to drink my whiskey neat.
Yep. Oh,
You know-
neat.
wait a second. You didn't tell me you had an ice ball.
So we
I
have
changed
really
my
cool
mind.
ice balls here.
Because, okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but an ice ball has more surface area than a regular cube.
And it doesn't dilute the cocktail. And that's the
That's
biggest
why
thing.
I
Yeah.
drink it neat.
There you go.
Because I don't want my fancy whiskey diluted with, ooh, look at that. This is beautiful.
Yeah, and typically the ice ball is going to last, 1 to 2 to 3 cocktails.
So I can use the same ice ball for all 3 of my
exactly.
daytime cocktails? No, this is just for show. What kind of whiskey was this again?
This is a bullet bourbon, so it's one of our more popular mid-tier bourbons. But if you want to go a little bit more expensive, we got Johnny Blue and some other top-tier stuff here. So.
This is delicious. I would say we should cheers, but I'm drinking alone. But if you come here to Pine, you will not be drinking alone. You will be surrounded by friends, including your new best friend, Brandon.
Well, you don't have to drink alone. I'm more of a wine drinker. I'm going to pour myself a glass of wine.
Yes, and
Let's
we'll
do
go
it.
out on that. We'll just fade out. Old County Inn.
Wine on tap.
Wine on tap. Pine, Arizona. Okay, here we go. Cheers.